Hello and welcome, each and every one of you. With you today is me, Daiga, multilinguistic international coach therapist from DCTcentre, and joining me again is two beautiful ladies, Morganne Rayne Adept, visionary spiritual guide, ceremonialist and artist, and Alisha Ann Kingrey, empath on a mission to help other empaths to achieve financial freedom. So, hello, beautiful ladies.
Hello. I have to start by saying, Daiga, your hair looks amazing today. What did you do?
I will tell you after show.
It looks so healthy and so nice. It looks really like full and healthy. It looks really good.
Thank you very much, but I will tell this secret after show, okay?
Got it.
Uh, okay, ladies, what we want to talk about today?
So we're in 3 different countries. Are you guys, is everything
Alisha and I have already
going okay?
Morgan, go on.
Alisha Ann keeps freezing.
Yeah, my internet is not doing so great.
I think we have to ask universe again help us. Morgan, maybe let's start from asking universe to help us with all technology again.
I think that's a great idea. Let's just take a moment and let's go invite everyone to just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and let out that breath. Just again, we're going to take another breath and we're just going to be very present to that breath as we allow that breath to come in and fill up our body temples. Breathe in. That is. And release that breath. Relaxing your body temple. And I do this so that we become very present to this moment where I claim and declare all obstacles, all glitches, all interferences are released from our stream. I claim and declare that we are a clear, well-streamed conversation this morning. Is clear, that is divinely directed, and then to humanity. I declare that we are powerful voices for the divine to be expressed here this day, and that there will be no thing that voices are clear and the our favor. For that, I am so grateful, and I release time for the divine to release in a powerful and potent and clear way. Okay, let's just come and bring our energy back. We're going to do some more praying this morning. Alisha Ann and I have conversations. So Alisha Ann, to start how we started what Jordan. So would you start and call some?
I'm sorry, say it again. I missed the last part.
What
Were you talking to me?
I just want but we were having a conversation. Yeah, Alisha Ann, how the to prayer were given out in Georgia.
Oh, yes. Okay, so I woke up in time to see the
She's really having hard time with her internet.
Yeah, Jordan is crazy today. So I woke up and I went directly outside with my eyes closed. I was sitting in the middle of the solar eclipse, and it was so bright you couldn't imagine how bright it was. Really, really, really bright. Then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, this huge blanket like cloud cover came in, and then the sky went dark. Not black like night, but dark. Then the sun was gone, the moon was gone, everything was gone, and the sky was very dreary. Immediately after that, and now when I first got up and sat on the porch, I was meditating. It was very peaceful, very calm. It was very wonderful. Just after the solar eclipse, the wind came. All of my clothes were being thrown off of the clothesline. I thought they were going to go over the side of the apartment. We're on the second floor. My stuff was just going all over the place. It was a good thing that I wasn't like down on the street. I could have been probably thrown in the street or something. And it's been like that all day. This windstorm like crazy. So I contacted my friend right away and I said, hey, is this normal for like wintertime, October, November-ish? She said, in my life, I've never seen a windstorm like this. Never. I have no idea what's going on. At that time, Sam came out from the bedroom and he said, did you just hear what happened outside? And I said, well, yeah, but I don't know what it is. He said, they are telling everybody to pray together right now because there's some kind of an emergency situation. And I was like, whoa. I thought, I was meditating. I was in a higher vibration. And the way that I feel right now, the last like 3 or 4 days, my body is, my physical body is vibrating all the time. So I just thought that it was me vibrating on a higher frequency. I was feeling all of this. When he came out from around the room and said that, I was like, oh my gosh. Well, of course, I figured at that point, okay, everybody is praying at the same time here. The energy is going to be super high. So I went outside. I stood out on my porch. The wind is going crazy and stuff is being thrown around. And I just stood there like with my hands up and open, receiving all of the positive energy that I could, putting my own positive energy into the airwaves. And it was a really wonderful time. But yeah, we really don't know what's going on in Jordan. There is still a windstorm. I can't keep any of my windows or doors open. Within 30 seconds, I've got, a 1/4 of an inch dust film on everything in the apartment. Some of the internet in Amman is gone. The electricity, excuse me. Some people don't have electricity and everybody's just kind of like, freaking out. Of course, me and Sam, we know not to be afraid, to stay in peace and just meditate through it, just be mindful. But it's actually really exciting to us. I told him we went for a walk outside earlier because we're just crazy like that. And I told him, I said, can you smell that in the air? Change is coming. Like I feel it. So exciting.
Do you have something like that experience in where you are, Morgan, as well?
Well, we started the rains here, which was great, and we missed our show last week because I was shrouded with 12 fires going around me, encircling me. And so we had fires we've had for about a month. Last week it got really, really bad. Others ignited, and then we had 12 fires. So the rains came on Friday, which was great because we couldn't see anything. We're literally shrouded in smoke. And again, like we couldn't have windows or doors open. To just go to the car was difficult because it was so smoky. Yeah, the soot, the ash, the car was covered in ash. But we're through that now. And we've had the rains. We've many windstorms the last couple of days, lots of rain, which is beautiful because it's clearing the air. It's washing the plants from all that fallen. Right now in the States, we're getting intel of things are coming down now. To just hang on, stay in prayer and in meditation. Things for the next week or so are going to be pretty rocky. But it's interesting because even though I shared some of that intel, Alisha Ann, this morning, I'm just in this place of peace. Like it's like all the chaos is around, but I'm in this place of peace. And I know that I'm called to be in this peace, to hold anchor that peaceful frequency. And I invite everyone else to try their best to get to a place of peace and goodness. And bring that frequency and anchor it where you are. So that's what's happening where I am. Of course, the Patriots are getting, and they're calling for no kinetic action, just to stay in peace, to stay and keep the frequency of love up. So that's going to go on. I asked to pray for the United States at this time. Of afraid people, and my heart's just very compassionate to them. So I asked the world to pray for us and hold us, our military, in your love and your frequency, that they come to no harm. So yeah, that's where we are this day. So how's it for you? How's your country this day?
I can't say anything. It seems absolutely normal here. So I think I'm quite lucky at the moment. At least where I am, there is absolutely no interruptions in anything, and we still have plenty of food in the shops, and we have nice weather. So I can't complain at all. And actually, I try from moment there was this lockdowns going on. I try all the time to be in the eye of the storm. I try not to get in all drama what is going on around. So I'm pretty much as well very calm, very peaceful, sending out love and light every morning, every evening. So sometimes at daytime as well, but I'm not getting in all this what's going on. I have no idea about news, so I'm not watching that. So
I don't get the American news, so I think that helps quite a bit too. I don't get to see all of the fake movies going on.
Yeah, I don't watch the news ever. I get my intel from military, so that's where I go, to the inside sources. So
Yeah.
I'd like to
have
share a
huge
miracle with that.
Wonderful. We need miracles.
I go
We need a
on
miracle.
Telegram. We need miracle. What miracle? What miracle, Morganne, you talking about?
Okay, I'll share. I'll share my miracle. Last year when we had all the lockdowns, and and they were really trying to force nation peace on us. I had a hard time in my community. The only one that's not vaxxed here, and they know my position on this.
I remember that.
Right. And so one person in particular here went crazy, and it said I was an endangerment to the community, and just really blasted me and did it publicly. I had a lot of feelings. I felt afraid. I got to go right there. I did. When it happened, I felt this terror come up inside of, are they going to me? Are they going to listen to me? Should I run? Right. All those, and I just stayed in love. I stayed in forgiveness for her and community members that were having a hard time. I understood that it all came from fear, that it wasn't anything other than fear. And so I just ramped up the love. So especially with this particular woman, she's avoided me, and I've done my best to avoid so that comfortable. And then a few weeks ago, something happened where I was cooking for the community, and she showed up and said, "I'd like to help you." And I go, "Hey," I said, "I need help, cleaning up." And she goes, "Hey," and so she helped me. And then I saw her a few days later, and she came up and she goes, "You want to walk the dogs together?" So I go, "Okay." I said, "I'm out for a short walk. So, I can't be out
I'm
long."
still unvaccinated, by the way.
Okay, let's try not too many times mention this word, yeah?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, where I'm from too. Okay, so today, Tuesday. So on Sunday, I got a phone call from her. But she called my house, and she said, "My landlady is asking to leave. She wanted someone that was more in alignment with community." And I could just hear the sadness and the grief she was feeling, and my heart just went into this deep passion for her. And so I sat down for a while, and I said, "Well, no matter what's happening, all things work together for good." I said, "I'm going to hold that for you." Now, she does not have spirituality in life, right? So I'm an enigma for her in my walk, in my spiritual talk, in my spiritual actions. But she's obviously attracted to that because she's coming closer and closer. And to open up and tell me her pain was beautiful. Today, during this time, I've stayed with her, and then we found out there was going to be in our community. And I said, do you want? I go, you get to decide here. She said, will you? So I helped. And we looked at the apartment together. And, I gave her what my vision of what beautiful to accommodate her. And so she rented. So she's going to stay in the. We were walking back, and she stopped, and she said, and she goes, I've been all to you. She said, but all you've done is show me love. She goes, I want to thank you for, and she gave me a hug. Me, the unveed, she gave me a beautiful hug. And it just fills up my heart as love wins every time. Love no matter what. So that's my miracle. And I call that a big miracle, because to help transform someone's fear to love, how powerful is that? Now, if we can take that energy and bring that energy to all who are sitting in that state of fear, knowing that their fear, the way they're acting out, but fear. And if we remember that, we have our compassion that and love them through that fear. So, miracle, Daiga.
It's beautiful miracle. It really is miracle. I think, and if you manage at least one person to bring out of this fear, that's already is huge success. So it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Yeah, just one. If we could all just
Yeah,
One
was
at a
brilliant.
time.
You know, and you first. Self first. Fill self up first. Do that mirror work of you, right? See yourself, feel yourself, love yourself. It's powerful, and I know every cell in my being, the only way we're going to get through this is with love.
So, you bring up the self. I have been taking advantage of this higher vibration lately, and I've been asking a million questions. I'm asking what's going on with this, what's going on with that, what's going on with, what do we expect in the near future? And I have had visions every single day. Every single day, a new person in my past that was a sore situation is being pointed out. That person was part of my game. That part of my story was meant to happen from the beginning. You can't make it sound beautiful with words. But when I wake up or when I'm done with my meditation, I have this understanding about my life that is taking away all of the guilt from my past. And it's just helping me to just elevate, just ascend higher and higher, just making sense of the pain, of the hurt, of the rejection, I was never rejected. I was never hurt. I mean, it feels like hurt at the time, but it was part of my story. It's who I am. So, when I'm going to the universe and I'm asking for questions, the universe is just showing me like a mirror. It's like, first you have to fix yourself. First, you have to love yourself. First, the truth about yourself has to be seen before you can go to the next level. And that's what I'm going through right now. And there's people I have forgotten about. People who it was a negative time in my life, or people who have hurt me. I've shoved a lot of that stuff away. And now it's like the dust is being stirred up, but it doesn't hurt now. When I think about the situation, I'm getting this amazing understanding so I can love the situation, so I can love where I am today, and I can move past it, and it's gone.
I think that's the work what all coaches, including me and psychotherapists, doing. We bringing up all these memories, and just to make that not forget about it, but just make sure they not bring up anymore any emotions from that. Yes, that happened to me. Yes, I acknowledge it is happening, but it doesn't hurt me anymore. I relieve that, I release that, that's it, that's done.
Yeah, now it's just like a story that I'm watching kind of from the outside, and I'm understanding why it had to take place, and I just appreciate who I am more now because of, the hurdles that I had to go through to get here.
Morganne, you wanted to say something. Morganne, you wanted to say something.
Yeah, we're presented. I want to say we're all presented opportunities, right, and experiences. And I'm going to go back to what I was talking about before in this neighborhood. All of that had occurred right after Christmas. I slipped out here and broke my fracture up my fibula and fractured a metatarsal bone and kneecap all in one. It took 2 seconds to damage. And after the snow and the ice, it was getting something really bad. I couldn't get up. I couldn't breathe. So and I knew I was going to have to get myself up and home, which I did. And I did. I have a friend who lives in the community that works, and thank God I had my phone on me. I called her up and said, I need help now. So I get up, and I did not go to have an x-ray because it was late that night, and I was up and I knew I was going to have to go have an x-ray. And I got so mad, what this, because I give you my life, I give you my everyday, I surrender all to you. I accept your guide. I don't understand why I had to get broken. I was so angry and crying, and then when I finally settled down and sat and my friend to take me to the hospital, I heard that quiet voice that said, "How else would we learn to love?" Now get that. I got yelling at, why did this happen? The answer was, how else would they learn to love? How else they learn to love? There was that, and in my in my caring about make sure I trigger people, I had really myself back. Because I found it happened to me, they forgot that I didn't have that. They all forgot. They started showing up with food, with flowers, with, are you okay? What can I do for you? Can I run an errand for you? It's just like, it went from total fear of and my situation to total love. And I sat with those words circling in my head, that the divine. How else they brokenness and help heal me to my wholeness? Just a beautiful act of love. So love got started. I broke my foot. And I know that you know opportunities and accesses, but if we can take it higher. I didn't evolve a little bit, and I did it with Abba Papa. I didn't de-evolve in my community, and I didn't stay there. I stayed in love. So when we can have the capacity to lift our frequency, like we've been doing, and Daiga, lift that energy from experiences we have and move it and shift it to love, miracles can happen. That courage to do that. I also want to say something about emotions. Emotions, when we're feeling suffering, are stuck energy, right? That's like, you can feel it when you're in suffering, pain, shame, blame, like you can feel it in your body temple and in your mental body. It's like it captures you. So I look at the E part of it, motion. E, that E is energy in motion. But if we're not energy in motion, then we are stuck. We are stagnation. We're not in motion. So motion, we want emotions to come up, but we want flow. So if we're feeling pain, suffering, grief, whatever we're feeling, we feel it and give thanks for it and release it and let it go. And it becomes energy in motion and not circumstances that are stuck. So that's what I wanted to add to the conversation.
When I am really emotional about something, when there's a situation that is literally either tearing at my heartstrings or it's something that I'm really, really passionate about, and the universe source brought this to my attention a while back, I have totally turned around situations. When I am that serious, when I get to the place to where there's only one outcome that I will accept, and maybe I'm on my knees and I'm crying and I'm praying and I'm whatever you want to call it, I'm just in that heart space, and I guess that's it. I just will not accept any other outcome. I have totally 180'd situations completely. If something is not going my way, I've changed it to going my way. If I don't care to talk about this stuff publicly, but totally changed around my personal life a few times. When your emotions are in it, it really stirs up change. It really does. I think, if you look at the bigger spectrum of things right now, I think that's what got us to here. I think with so many people losing loved ones, with so many people being fed up, our emotions are probably at the height of human history, really, with this craziness that's been going on for the last 2.5 years. But look at what it's done for us. 2020 was the best thing that could have happened to us because it promoted change, elevation.
I think it did. Go on, Morganne.
I just agree. It did stir everything up, and it showed us where we were stuck. It showed us what we had accepted, right? So if you're in a place, I love what you just said, Anne, about recognizing that, and if that energy is not going in your way, what do you do? What do you do to switch it to go into the way of love? What do you do to switch it to go into the way of parity? What do you do to switch it to go in the way of an expansion? And that's an inside job, right? So the world presents us, 2020, it was crapola for the most part, right? But actually it was a gift because we got to see what was in our way of sovereignty, of freedom, of love. It gave us the opportunity to make a new decision and make a new choice about what direction do we want to go in. Where's that energy and motion going, right? And what is the energy we're taking in motion? So, yeah.
Yeah, talking about energies and sovereignty and where we're going. We both, Morganne and I, met on Humani Pro. And now Humani Pro apparently is sort of disappearing and getting together with World Benevolence Group. Morganne, have you had time to actually check out this group? And if yes, then what do you think about it?
I have not, because I'm in a group as well. So I'm making a decision of whether or not I actually need to align with any other benevolent group. When I first became involved with, involved with the HumaniPro, it was actually from a teacher of mine who was teaching me a new Heyoka technique on releasing trauma. So I was in that deep work of Heyoka to help people release trauma from their past, from their ancestral past. And I've done that kind of work before, but this was specific in working with a Heyoka on it. And when I met with, I did the work one day, and then we had a follow-up work a couple of weeks later, and he goes, you need to know about this. He goes, you are in alignment with this humanitarian, right? How you think, how you are. And it was really a beautiful experience to come into alignment with She Bear and the rest of the people that were in that consciousness of service, because that's what the three of us, we are in service to others, and in service of the one to others, in service of love to others. So I have not checked it. I have in another group. It's really it's not like humanitarian per se. These people are more business, but I kind of like that structure of the business. So I may just stay with that rather than the new humanitarian piece that they've presented. So that's just my thoughts on it.
Well, I've been looking into it, and I suppose to call them back and arrange Zoom meeting with them and something, but as much as I'm thinking about it, all my insights is actually telling no. I don't want to go under some sort of umbrella. I don't. I'm sovereign human being. Yeah. All I need from them is this number to go to my appointment. That's all what I need from them. I don't want, that is what they're doing. That is actually opportunity to make business cards with their logo. You cannot join any other groups. Yeah, you have to agree with all such things. Yeah, and for me, it's sorry, we going from one point when everything was structured and everything was controlled and everything was you cannot say this, you cannot say that, same as on YouTube at the moment. We cannot, yes, say lots of things what we want to say. And then is another group which one's supposed to lead us to higher dimension, but it's all set of rules again in place, yeah. So it's somehow didn't. That's why I pick up this question. What do you think, Alisha, about groups like that?
It sounds to me.
You know, I think higher vibrational beings are moving away from any kind of formal programming. You know, we're tired of being in the box. People are leaving their lifelong religions. People are leaving even some relationships that don't serve them anymore. We're in a totally different universe in this day and time. We remember who we are, a lot of us. If we are at a higher vibration, see, this is how you can test it. If we are at a higher vibration, we're moving away from the sheeple mentality. We are sovereign people. We are it. We are it. We are everything. So we are free. We have the freedom to speak and pray and say what we want and do what we want. And we're tired of the box. That's a lower vibrational frequency. And, you know, we're stepping away from that. And I think going back to 2020, that's the biggest advantage that 2020 gave us. There was a clear line drawn in the sand. Are you going to stay in the lower vibrations, or are you going to go into the higher vibrations? And it's a very, very clear line of which way people are going. So yeah, I have a group. And I even put some stuff in my group that I don't agree with necessarily, but it's, you know, I feel like information is key right now. I feel like, you know, there are many different perspectives about the vision, about the way that the world is going right now. And I feel like everybody is privy to all information, and everybody in the group can post whatever they want to, and they can talk about whatever they want to, and we don't have to all agree. That's the thing. That's why, you know, we're, like I said, we're going out of the boxes. We're getting out of the religions and stuff that are requiring one train of thought. There's not one pathway. There's a million paths.
Yeah, and some beautiful, fluffy thing just now join us. Come on, beautiful, fluffy thing. Look at us.
She can't go too long without affection.
Come on, look at us. I would give you big
Oh
hug.
Lord, this dog.
Something very nice.
Ashes. They're so. She's a sweet pea. Yes, you are.
Yeah. So.
It also sounds to me like Daiga, you are you. I want to say, Daiga, you are listening to intuition and you're following that, and you have your right discernment on. You know what's best for you, and you're following that. Discerning what works best for you. That group does not work.
But it doesn't. That group definitely doesn't work for me. I don't feel any connection with that group at all. But I can't say afraid. That's not the right word. But I don't want to really miss this opportunity to get this link to appointment or telephone number where you need, because those groups like Humani Pro or this World Benevolence Group or Connect Consciousness or any other of those groups, they are actually saying that they will supply this email, where you have to connect with and make appointment to RV. What your thoughts are, how those emails come out? And we already some time ago been talking about in Humani Pro when I think Shiber was talking about they already know who we are, they already know who is doing humanitarian projects and who has to be connected. Yeah.
That's higher conscious. That's all consciousness stuff that is, and with those particular things, we are chosen. We didn't choose, we are chosen. And so they already know who we are. And because we were chosen, those things were put in our path to say yes or no to. And so those of us who picked and said yes and followed that, then we chose at that time. And they know exactly who we are. And they know our hearts, they know our minds. I don't think Alisha knows anything really about the Pro.
Yeah, I don't. I'm lost. I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. I'm just listening.
Sorry, Alisha. It's just at the moment I think I've been a little selfish. I think I've been a little selfish because I need to make choice, and I use Morgan's and your minds as well as my own to actually make up decisions. So yeah, sorry about that.
You know, there's so many, and I don't know the situation with your group. However, the group that I belong to, where I get my intel, it goes back to the white hats and the military, and it's people that are very, very high up, and people that I consider to be in the know. And you know, there's people all the time coming in with false information. There's a lot of, you know, there's our universe polarity. You got the good groups, and then you got the scammers all the time. And just like the med beds are coming out right now the med beds are going to be free, and to get on the waiting list is going to be free. All of this technology is funded by the white hats, and everybody is free to use it because, hello, it's God-given energy. We can all take advantage of it. However, it was just brought to my attention yesterday that there is a group who is taking money, who is saying that there's a registration fee to get on, you know, these groups, to get in line for the med bed. And so, you know, talk about playing with emotions. I've got a grandfather, 96 years old, who is in very, very bad shape. I would love for him to be able to get in a med bed, but you know, this is how they play with your emotions. They dingle the carrot in front of your nose. Hey, you've got to do this, you've got to jump through hoops, you got to pay money. It's always about money or control. So anytime any group comes up with either money or control as their option, run. Run, because you know that time is done. That's three-dimensional. That time is over.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah.
We.
Yeah.
Alisha,
Yeah, we're sovereign. We're sovereign.
Alisha Ann, can you actually share with our viewers this link to this group where you are?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
maybe you tell our viewers then what is this group, and maybe some people can join the group and get more real information.
Should I put the group, like the link
You
in
can
the
put
chat?
you can put in chat, yeah.
Yeah, and that goes back to the same thing like we were talking. If I could just help one person, if just one person joins my group and gets some kind of information that helps them, it's so worth it.
Mm-hmm. Are you putting in your Telegram channel? What do you?
Yeah. Do you have the link for that? I'm on my computer.
No, I closed down my Telegram because it slugs down my computer, so I don't have it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then you know what I will do. You send me this information, and
I just got the link. Let me see. There we go. Okay. So that is my Telegram group. Everybody is welcome to join. Now it is called Starseeds Unite, Intel only. And you know, if you're a starseed, if you're not a starseed, if you're awake, if you're not awake, if you just want to get into a group of people that will love you, no matter if you're a red pill or a blue pill, no matter what your religion or culture is, we're totally accepting of everybody. And we have people that can help you. You know, Morganne can help you. She's oh my gosh, she's amazing. I have spoken with Morganne in our heart-to-heart talks, and she's really, really a gifted person, and she loves to help people. So she's a good one to know. But you can contact Morganne in the chat. Just come and share and get information about current events. I post stuff in there that you will never see in the mainstream media. You will never see it there. And I agree, you know, I believe as sovereign beings, for the world to change, truth has to be on the forefront. Truth is the only thing that can take us into a better future. We've been in the dark for thousands of years. This isn't a 2020 thing. We've been in the dark for thousands of years, and this is the only way that they have control over us. So, you know, if we can talk about that one thing for just a second, I'm not sure if we still have time.
We still have another 6 minutes, so till over. So We have time.
Something was revealed to me yesterday that I feel is a life changer for everybody in the universe. So these guys that are controlling the world and have been for thousands of years, their currency is fear. That is their currency. And so just like with any scammer, whatever their currency is, they're going to work their hardest and play the best scam they know possible to get, usually scammers, it's money. But with these guys, their currency is fear. So why do we have one pandemic after another? Why do we have why do we have all of these things going on and disasters and wars, and they keep us in a state of fear because this is their currency. This is where their power comes from. So anybody who's watching this, if you're wondering, I want to play a part, but how can I play a part? Listen, the only thing that you have to do is keep yourself away from fear. What is the opposite of fear? Love. Stay in the realm of love and peace. No matter what your TV tells you, just breathe and stay in peace. No matter what your neighbors are telling you or your friends are telling you, none of that matters, because none of that is real. None of it. We're waking up to the big movie.
Alisha, that's why it's called television.
Right. Tell, lie, vision. Exactly.
So that's actually says everything.
Right. So what you can do, and if I'm trying to teach people how to meditate every day, just envision it. When you get scared, you got to pop yourself out of it, because fear, we get a kick out of fear too. We do. Fear sets off dopamine in our, is it dopamine? Yeah, dopamine in our brain that gives us that little kick of feel good. So we have been addicted to the drama and the media and this stuff for a long time too, because it feels good. But we've got to snap out of it. We've got to reprogram our subconscious brain. Anytime we hear some drama, just immediately walk away from it. Breathe in the good, breathe in the peace. And listen, you're the creator. So anything that you say is reality. When you say, I'm breathing in the prana, the peace, the love, and I'm expelling the negativity, the dark, that's exactly what happens, because you create your universe. It's as simple as that. That's all you have to do. Stay in the realm of peace and love, and you are a warrior without lifting a finger, without firing a shot. You are doing your part in the universe.
Morganne.
Amen.
Are we doing some meditation today, or some prayer for Georgia and America?
Yeah, let's work with just what Alisha Ann was talking about, breathing in peace and expelling anything they don't want. So that's what God is pushing me to do. Right? I was really excited you said that, Alisha Ann. So let's do this. Let's close this up by, again, let's close your eyes, because that's just the best way. We shut out the world. And when you shut your eyes, just allow your attention to go to your heart. Let's go there. And let's take a deep breath into the heart through the nose and fill up your whole body temple. In that breath, and then let it go. Now that in the air all around you is the consciousness of love. So just imagine that all around you in the air, love exists. And how I see it as like little pink, sparkly, white and pink lights all around me in the air. And you can imagine that too, or whatever love looks like to you. So imagine that, and then let's breathe that in. Breathe that in. In that love, that consciousness of love, and hold it in your body temple, and let that love just percolate through your whole body temple system. And when you let out your breath, release fear. We're going to do that again. Imagine that all around you is just love. And we're in unconditional love, not just love, but unconditional love. Imagine, what is unconditional love? It means there's no conditions to be loved or loving. You don't have to do anything or be anything. You just are. And just imagine that beautiful white, pink light energy all through, and it's all unconditional love. Take a deep that in. Breathe in that love. Hold it in your body temple. Every cell of your body, I am loved. Breathe out fear. Now we're going to breathe in peace. Imagine that the air is just filled with peace. And that's peace, is to be present to love. In the air, imagine being present love. Breathe that in. Fill your body temple with peace. Inform every cell of your being, I am at peace. And on the out breath, release all chaos. And now on the next breath, we're going to imagine that we absolutely know I am love, you are love, we are one. I am love, you are love, we are one. And on that in breath, we're going to imagine that consciousness is coming in and informing all ourselves. But on the out breath, in that imagining, instead of just letting it go, we're going to out loud say, ah. Okay, so here we go. Imagine I am, you are love. We are one. Take a breath in. Inform every cell of your being, I am love. We are love. We are one. And on the out breath of audible, ah. One more breath in, I am peace. Breathe it in, I am peace. Inform your whole body temple. I am peace, audible, ah. Now we're going to imagine all our brothers and sisters of the world, all of our beautiful human brothers and sisters, and imagine the billions of people that exist in our world, and that they're all like these beautiful lights, because really that's all they are. So we're seeing them beyond their fear, seeing them beyond the confusion and the chaos. We're seeing them in their light of beauty, lighting up our world. And now breathe that in. Accept that is true. And on the out breath, ah. And now just go to your heart. What beautiful work we've done here this day. Remembering who we are, remembering who all are, and remembering that love is the way. Love is the answer. Love is the only choice. And so I am so grateful that we have gathered this day to have this beautiful conversation, and that those who are listening now and those who will be listening in the future are awakened and remember this too. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. And so it is. Amen.
Amen. Woo! That was so wonderful. I'm vibrating.
Me too.
I wish you
My
guys
cells.
could see it.
My energy was like butterflies.
Yep, exactly.
My love was like white, pink butterflies all over the place. Thank you, ladies. Thank
Hey,
you.
you know about the butterfly effect.
What about butterfly
I'll be back on
effect?
Thursday.
Yes, definitely.
Oh,
definitely.
what about butterfly? Yeah, so the butterfly effect. When a butterfly flaps its wings, it is an experience throughout the universe. So what we just did was like that. We did every sentient in the universe with what we just did. So that's the butterfly. So I loved it that you felt like that butterfly, because really that's what we are. We're that. And maybe by Thursday, I'll have my new painting finished, which has to do with butterflies. So
Wonderful.
So we'll see if that's done. But I look forward. Yeah. So Thursday, we're going to be delving into. You're welcome. I just want to announce that we're on Thursday because Alisha and I were talking about the Lord's Prayer. We've been chatting about the Aramaic version of that. I want to dive deep into that on Thursday. So
it's so beautiful.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Please, if you like my channel, please don't forget like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There will be many, many more videos like this on the channel. And from our hearts to yours, thank you and God bless.